Zombie Ann was a lonely and beautiful zombie princess looking for a zombie prince who she could share the rest of her life with. Zombie Bob and Zombie Mark were both aware of Zombie Ann's zombie beauty and have been after her for some time. Zombie Ann thinks they're both great, but wants the more intelligent of the two to be her zombie prince. Since spelling has always been important to her, Zombie Ann decided to organize a spelling bee where she would ask her suitors to spell different words and see who out of the two could prove their zombie love to her. She would ask them in 4 rounds how to spell different words. The spelling bee began in the dark forest where round 1 would take place. Zombie Ann started out by asking Zombie Bob how to spell the word flesh. Zombie Bob starts by saying the letters F-L-E-S-H. Correct, shouts Zombie Ann. Your turn, Zombie Mark, says Zombie Ann. Zombie Ann asks Zombie Mark how to spell the word brains. Zombie Mark proceeds by spelling brains, B-R-A-I-N-S. Correct again, shouts Zombie Ann. She is very excited at this point that both of her suitors seem to be quite intelligent. As the day goes on, Zombie Ann continues her journey towards her zombie kingdom, where she plans to wed her zombie prince. Of course, Zombie Bob and Zombie Mark follow after her eagerly to spell the words correctly. As round 2 begins in the cool woods, Zombie Ann starts by asking Zombie Mark how to spell the word bones. Zombie Mark spells the word bones, B-O-N-E-S. Yay, shouts Zombie Ann. Correct. Now, Zombie Bob, says Zombie Ann, how do you spell the word blood? Zombie Bob spells blood, B-L-O-O-D. That is right, shouts Zombie Ann. She is very excited, as both of her suitors seem to be quite smart. Zombie Ann soon finds herself, along with Zombie Mark and Zombie Bob, in the pristine prairies of Zombieland. I guess this begins round 3, says Zombie Ann. She starts by asking Zombie Bob how to spell the word slime. Zombie Bob thinks about it for a second and begins by spelling the word slime. S-L-I-M. Slime, says Zombie Bob. Zombie Ann realizes that that is not the correct spelling of slime. Slime has an E at the end. That is the first mistake that has been made in this spelling bee to determine who will be the prince of Zombie Ann. Sadly, and thinking that maybe she won't have a prince after all, the group proceeds to round 4 of the spelling bee. Round 4 will take place outside of the Zombie Kingdom, where Zombie Ann begins by asking Zombie Mark how to spell the word love. Zombie Mark looks Zombie Ann in her beautiful zombie eyes and says, without even thinking, L-O-V-E, love. Then Zombie Mark goes on to say something Zombie Ann did not expect. I love you, Zombie Ann, and I always have. That is why I can spell. You give me power to spell these words. Zombie Ann is so flattered and takes Zombie Mark into her castle, where they are wed in the zombie castle in the Zombie Kingdom by a fellow zombie. They live happily ever after together as Zombie Prince and Zombie Princess in their zombie castle, and they spend all of their days and all of their years spelling zombie-like words correctly. The end.